and welcome everybody out there in D&D land. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Make sure that you are celebrating however is reasonable for you to be celebrating. Before we jump into the action today, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you are enjoying the YouTube video. And if you're not enjoying the YouTube video, then you should comment down below and tell me how terrible I am at all of this so that I can respond to you with kindness and words of affirmation. That's my goal. Anyways, aside from all of that, if you're interested in watching us live, we do stream pretty much every fucking day of the week, multiple times a day, in certain situations, over at twitch.tv/PodiumJoey. If you're interested in participating in any of our games like this one, we are a pay-to-play community, so reach out and let me know. You can DM me on Twitter, you can message me on Twitch, you can jump into my Twitch chat and be like, "Ayo!" You can also just comment on my YouTube video, and I will respond to you. I'll get in contact with you, make sure that everything goes smooth. Players! Gray, tell us what happened last session.
Well, we started out with a bit of a bang. It was actually kind of a bang, in that Forrest and Flea decide to experiment with one of the magic beams.
Wait a second. You say that you started off with a...
Yes.
Huh, interesting.
Yes, yeah, exactly. And very early morning, they decide that, hey, we're going to plant this magical bean, see what happens. And an entire pyramid just poofed into existence in the middle of Gray's shop. Cade and Galen got to witness the whole thing just appear, and it completely destroyed Gray's shop. So we're trying to figure out what this thing is, and we notice that there is a door up above, and so we climb in, going to see what all there is. And as we do, we see there's a middle. In the middle of everything is a sarcophagus, and Gray's like, okay, this thing's in the middle of my shop. I want to figure out what it is. Gets the lid open with Galen's help, and there is a mummy lord in the middle of the sarcophagus. We get a few kind of... We had, approximately 30 seconds of initiative before Gray knocked it out with Gentle Repose. And since it is undead, and with it taken care of, we loot the room, finding some coins, stones, armor, and a jar of what appeared to be kind of a milk-like substance. And of course, in the middle of all this, the neighbor's building is damaged, and guards are summoned. And the group is arguing about who is actually responsible for what happened. In the middle of all this, Forrest does end up paying graciously 85 gold to take care of the neighbor's damage, and Flea glues his mouth shut with sovereign glue. Thankfully, he's able to reverse the effect by shape-shifting. And then as soon as anything settles down, Gray does say that she has a way of removing the undead influence to the guard, which seems to kind of put him at ease. And she does make an augment from the body, showing Forrest how to do that. And then as things settle down just a touch, Galen and Gray go with Longy, who is her assistant, to purchase herbalism supplies that fell off a ship when it sank, unfortunately. So, because she has to replace what was destroyed in the shop. Forrest and Flea go looking for supplies as well. And it kind of ends poorly as they run into Fabrico Spaulding. As Fabrico is incredibly snobbish, and Forrest is not good with people. In the middle of all this, too, Forrest does go looking for magical supplies at the Gato, which is run by Tabaxi. And she asks if he wants to join the Pen Pal program to, exchange spells, but you need an address for that. And so he mentions that he lives at the pyramid that has suddenly appeared in Shishko. And the tabaxi does kind of figure out after that it is from magic beans. So she tries to buy them. He says no, but then they are like, I'm about to go plant another one. Do you want to go with me? And she absolutely eagerly accepts. So they go outside, grow a tree full of fruit, some of which is poisonous. And they leave the tree there after picking the fruit. So as everyone comes back to the pyramid, Lonky does hire some urchins to find some supplies to build up the interior of the pyramid into a shop. And so as we get back, Galen does kind of give Forrest a hard time for using the magic beans. So the only word I'm coming up with is willy-nilly. And with that in mind, he gives the last magic bean to one of the urchins and tells them have fun. And at that, we decide to go after a job with, let me get his name here, Scordian Glibs, to retrieve some gems. So that is where we decided to go next and where we're going to start our session this time.
Alrighty. So, it's now the evening. Do you all want to rest and then go, or do you want to go there now and then figure out what you're doing tomorrow? It's in Shisco, so you're all nearby. It doesn't take you a couple of hours to walk home and walk back for Kadamis and Galen.
Gray, when will my healing potion be ready?
When will his healing potion be ready?
Oh, you need to sit down for 8 hours to craft one of those things.
Okay. Perhaps while we're on the ship, I can make it for you?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. So meet up here in the morning? Or do you want to find Scordian this evening?
I'd say let's go find Scordian this evening. We can plan stuff out, get what we need in the morning. We don't have to do like multiple stops.
I think Forrest is right on this one. I think that's probably the best plan. Go see him, see what we need for the morning.
Okay.
Alrighty. So, you're all going to conduct a investigation to find Scordian. You stop by over at his shop and... Alright, so that's the first person. Who's the second?
So well, but I can give it a shot. Investigation?
Yeah.
Alright.
23. You all stop out front of his shop. Cordians. And yep, pound counter does keep going up, everybody. As you get out front of there, you see that it says it is closed due to lack of supplies.
Galen.
Now, yep.
Galen, would you be willing to knock?
Sure. Galen shrugs and walks up and gives it loud knock.
All right. You knock on the pane glass window. Boom, 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 boom. It echoes. While they're sitting there, Gray, you're contemplating, where would he be if not here? Where would he be if not here? And Forrest, you look at the closed sign and you immediately go, the bar.
I forget that you have those things here.
There's one about close enough that you think, other than Kadamis, any of you could throw a stone and hit it.
That one, and just points over. Well, might as well go check. Does anyone actually know this man? Or are we just gonna yell for Scordian Glibs when we go inside?
I would just ask the owner of the establishment if he knows where he is.
We could also just listen for someone to talk, and maybe they're going to say his name.
That's true. I mean, we don't have to be too like
We don't.
sneaky about this. He
Yeah, we
put
don't
it
have
up on.
Or we could go in and go, Scordian, where are you?
I like that, Flea. You should do that.
We don't do that.
Doesn't he? I'm correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know who might know this, but isn't he like the second richest person in Shisco?
Did I know that?
Roll me a history. It's funny because you actually don't know that much about people in Shisco.
I know. I'm going to guidance myself,
Sure.
which I obviously need the help with. 14.
14's high enough. He's like filthy rich, but the richest? Who knows? I mean, there's other people.
Yeah. I'm not the person to ask
But
about
he is,
social
like,
situations.
He is filthy fucking rich.
Gotcha.
Hmm.
All right, so
May have guards.
let's go.
Alrighty.
So
So.
freak him out too much.
You all go over towards a quiet tavern that is just called the Lost Soul. You open up the door and you look all around and take in the quick atmosphere of this environment. People are, having a decent time hanging out here, but more or less, it's a few more solemn individuals who seem to be stuck here. People down on their luck, and you hear a fairly loud voice emanating from the back of the area. Or back of this tavern. Okay? And Flea is nowhere to be seen except by Gray. He's walking through the crowd. But yeah. Sorry, this music doesn't really fit the atmosphere of this place. It is a tavern, but it's not upbeat. Down.
Called the Lost Soul. Sounds really dreary.
You all hear that there's loud singing coming from the back. I'm all alone. There's no one here beside me.
I'm gonna. You know what?
Did I prepare silence?
He sings a bit worse than you, Cad.
Fuck you.
Ooh.
I've offered
Oh,
many
Is
times.
that? Ooh, since
More gold.
there's a lot happening over there that I do not want to hear, I should have prepared silence. And she stuffs a finger in her ear.
It's just normal, Miss Gray. Normal banter.
Cade, do you want to handle this? You and
Oh, no, I have no problem.
you and Galen, since you two are like our troop leader.
The song shifts. When I was a young boy, my father. Yeah, continues before I get
I'm
the
gonna-
NCA'd.
I'm gonna go sit at the bar.
Alrighty. You do have to
just
get
listening
closer
out
to
for-
the voice. Yeah.
I'm just listening out for conversations as I just kind of move around and see if
Alright.
I can hear anyone say
Uh,
any of the names.
Roll me
His
a
name.
perception.
Can I also listen out with my other ear?
Sure.
Okay.
Oops. I'll take
Oh
that.
my god.
So 15. All that you really hear are moans and groans coming from the other, sloshes in the bar.
Right.
Wow.
It was actually pretty bad.
Thomas
It is me.
barkeep. Wait,
What did you say, Kadamas?
going up to the barkeep, or at least the owner of the establishment.
All right. You go up there and you see that there's a half-drow person who's kind of just cleaning a cup and staring directly at the counter, eyes drooping down.
Good afternoon.
Hello. Can I get you a drink?
I'm going to yell out, Scordian Glibs, the fancy man. I'm going to climb on a table and do this. Scordian Glibs, the fancy man over there. wants a word with you. And I'll climb off and
Immediately put my hand over my eyes.
Black Parade. You see a Kinku turn and look directly at you, Kadamas, and kind of like cock their head to the side. And they are adorned in bracelets, in feather clips, earrings, necklaces of all incredible wealth and value. And the individual just kind of like turns and pats over on towards you.
Scordian Gibbs.
What could I do you for?
Cadamus Cade. He takes out his hand to shake.
No, pull it, reach up and shake your hand as well.
I am of a group of individuals looking to take you up for your job opportunity.
That would be amazing. It would make me so happy.
And we would be obliged to help you.
Wonderful. Now let's talk shop, shall we?
Yes. Do you want to talk in here or back at your place?
Here seems as fine a place as any. The barkeep goes, maybe you can go in that corner and talk privately? It is a good idea, sir. Good idea.
We'll get a round of drinks.
Sure thing.
I just in my group so they can come over. They want to? Or if they want to just stay apart.
Scordian looks back. Keep it on the tab. Just keeps walking over there. As soon as he does, the barkeep shouts out. He goes, all right, goons, start playing your fucking music again. Please give us something. And immediately, like, the band just sits back at their instruments where he was sitting and starts playing. It's not really that solemn of a place. Everybody's just very tired of hearing him repeat the same songs.
And I'm assuming he was changing his voice with all of those things, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, God.
He goes over towards the table and steps onto the chair, steps onto the table, steps over the table, steps onto the opposite chair, and sits down in it, back in the corner.
We'll go and sit at the table.
No sit.
As
I
you
look
all
for
approach.
Flea, since I don't see him at the table.
Well, no, Flea stood up on a table and shouted. You see him.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
Shouting breaks stealth.
Okay. I didn't know if he re-stealth, so. No
Pleasure.
Flea.
It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'll introduce as they walk up. This is Miss Gray.
It's a
Yes.
pleasure to meet you.
Yes, yeah.
So on and so forth.
Okay, now let's talk shop.
Yes, let's talk shop. Yes, I'm very excited. We need to be very quiet, though. Don't want any of the competition hearing.
That some gems have disappeared?
Shh. That's my gems.
Didn't you post it on the quest board? Not very stealthy, that.
Sneaky types don't know how to read.
Indeed.
He smiles, very proud of that statement.
Kate is just nodding. Yep, indeed.
Absolutely.
You know, it doesn't actually say your gems on the notice board. You just said a shipment of valuable gems is missing.
My precious.
So, we're looking at
Least favorite character in that play, but thank you. I'm glad it's gotten over here to the new world.
Can I inside this guy is saying?
You can certainly try. However, I'm going to say disadvantage. Yeah, that's about right. It's kind of hard to read considering they don't say more than like a sentence with one voice. It just keeps going from one to the other to the other. And that's kind of like one of the things with dealing with Kinkus who refuse to talk with their own language. They repeat everybody.
What is a Kinku's original language?
It is primordial.
I'm gonna bump Flea. Speak. You know how to speak primordial flea.
Oh, yes. I thought you were asking me to say wolf.
No. That's only when you're in your dog form.
And then in primordial, I'll say, hello, Scordian Glibs. Yes, so we were we saw your notice for your job, and we just wanted to help you.
Common tongue. Let's keep it that way.
Okay. He says he doesn't like Galen.
He said that in common.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I say it anyway.
It's crazy how such interpretations can be had between two different languages that it sounds so close.
Yeah,
Galen
those
looks
words. Yeah.
over Flea and just rolls his eyes.
You're a very pretty guy.
Have we had our drinks yet?
They're being dropped off at the table right now. And he
Okay.
stands up and mimics a hat tip towards the barkeep that goes,
Okay.
Yep, you're up to 6 gold now.
I
Just keep it going.
I slide
back
my
down.
drink to Gray.
Gray drinks both immediately.
Yep.
So, Mr. Gibbs,
Yes, sir.
what are we talking in form of payment?
I was thinking 2, maybe 3.
Please tell me that's 100.
1,000.
I like where this is going.
Alien?
Okay,
Well,
well,
are you not skilled?
we are
Adventurer!
skilled individuals. 3,000 for base pay sounds fine. Could we do for dangers? If anything else comes, rivals or whatever, we'll add on expenses depending on that.
No.
What gems are we looking to procure in this shipment?
My precious.
I understand they're your precious. Do you have the words in your mind that they are specifically?
Big
I'm
box. Large crate. My name.
Can we later get a list of the number of gems just so we can go through the box to make sure they're all there?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. Any other information we could get? Necessary rivals, any other people that might be going after it.
Hails from Sharpton.
Oh no.
On its way towards the Oroya. Should have been here 1 or 2 weeks ago.
Okay. Could
Last
we-
known whereabouts. The open plains.
Do you happen to have? If I get a map, could you mark a path of his usual travel, so we can get a path where it normally is?
I don't know, I just pay.
Do you know who does know?
The people who are doing the job.
I'm gonna whisper into Cade's ear. Why don't you just give him some ink, quill, and paper, and maybe he can just write this out.
Ink, quill, and paper.
He rolls his eyes. Oh, you're no fun.
Yeah, I don't have ink, quill, or paper. That would be you forced to have.
Why would I have that?
I looked through the mini books.
I don't have any.
You don't
Sorry.
have any either.
Then
not
we
using
shall
ex-
keep talking. I
Joy.
like this game. It's very fun.
Sure, it was quite entertaining.
Thank you.
So,
Hmm?
want to be sure we have. It was in the plains. Was the last known location. They were on their way to
Avoya.
where?
Avoya.
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 Arroyo. That would be the Turian Avoya. Avoyo.
Mhm.
Okay. So,
It's
Right,
Arroyo,
and-
I think, but Arroyo. Because a lot of people are stupid.
And
Yeah, it's
There
Arroyo.
was-
That's Spanish, I think, for that.
there's a box of gems with your name on it.
Right on the side.
Perfect. And it should have been there 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And so the plains, that's a lot of area. Do you happen to know anything more specific?
They came from Sharpton.
Sharpton. Okay.
Who are the people that transported it? You said the people.
People of Sharpton. Many of us strong.
You have a company name?
He looks back and forth. That's a good question. Catch and dirt.
Can you put that in chat, please?
Yep.
Thank you.
Give us the information.
Do any of you speak Orcish by any chance? Or sorry, Goblin. No? Okay.
Big Torch and Leaders Company. Do
The best in the business.
they have a shop here in town? Nope. No good. Any other information you'd like to give us so we can have a better success at retrieving your gems?
I wish you all the best.
Right. So I feel like that's pretty much everything we need. We've got a few leads.
Only my key can open it.
So he wants to hang on to that.
Mm-mm.
So we can take your key.
Mm-mm.
He wants to check to see if all the gems are inside.
Mm-mm.
Confused
Only my
with
key
it.
can open it.
Okay. We shall retrieve the box. Whatever's in the box, we will not know at that time.
Unless it's broken.
If it's broken, and then we will.
Only my key can open it.
Someone may destroy the box to get into the box. If in that case, what would you like us to do? Is it a magical protected box?
Yes.
Okay, good information. Could we, in the morning, or at least after we leave here, go to your shop and write up a work order? Get this all down in writing?
I'll give you it now.
Perfect.
You're working for me, and shakes your hand.
I would like to have this down in writing.
Why?
Legal purposes.
No.
He's very by the book.
No.
It's good enough for me. And
I'll shake your hand.
Hooray spits on her hand.
yeah, the whole. I mean, it's water
Yeah, no,
in a desert.
he doesn't want to touch your hand. So like put a napkin over your hand and then shake.
Well, if I get in this in writing, it'll be fine, I guess.
No writing. No books.
Okay, no problem.
And thank you for the drinks.
It is my pleasure. Half off accordions to our special guests.
Appreciate that.
That's actually very useful. Thank you.
Bows.
Okay, that's good. We'll start this mission in the morning. I wish you a good night, Mr. Gibbs.
Pleasure.
Here we go. I'm saying this out of character. Ready to go?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Alrighty.
Let's go.
Flee.
I'll climb out from under the table and follow.
Like a kid at the restaurant goes under the
Red
table.
Robin, like
Yeah.
the kid. And
Yum.
Get out from under there.
he comes out to get his balloon and then leaves.
Actually, his ale, but okay.
The balloon and the the ale.
So, you all walk out into the city streets, and you're hearing the bombastic nature of it is beginning to, or the bombastic nature of that tavern simmers and settles down significantly. So, you all want to head back to your homes?
I want to go back to my pyramid.
I'd like to. So everything's probably closed by now. We have to get in the morning then, probably. I can get in the morning. It's fine.
No, most places stay open late. It's just like magic shops and shit that close up early.
Just need a map.
Oh, the general store. Generals.
Generals.
Yeah,
Please tell
at
me
the
it's
generals you
actually,
can
like-
get anything you want.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I just want a map of what's been mapped out, I guess, because not everything's been mapped out yet. I assume. So.
Oh,
most
no.
We have the most current map with like roads on it and stuff like that.
Okay.
Not so
You're
much
looking at 15 gold.
Not so much a topographical map, but yeah, more of like roadways and stuff like that.
Infrastructure map.
Yeah, we can do infrastructure. Kind of.
All right, 15 gold.
Okay.
Now for roadways and stuff like that, there's not a whole lot of super developed roadways and pathways. They mostly have like simple roads between everything Spalding up towards the Uyak and over past Pegada. Aside from that, nothing else is overly civilized yet. Still new.
All right, that's fine. I'll take a look at it later. 'Cause we're
I
gonna
will
have a bit
contribute
of a
5
boat ride.
gold.
Oh, thank you.
Very nice of you all. So, the three of you go back to your pyramid, and the other two go back to your overly priced inn. You all go to sleep, you all meet up in the morning. Boom, look at that. Fantastic job.
Woohoo!
Hey,
So fast.
fast.
Let
Yeah,
me
we
check
change-
on my
yeah, we
prepared
can my
spells
prepared
real
spells.
quick.
Let's see. I'll just talk while y'all do that.
Yeah, you're good.
Yeah.
First things first, we should get supplies, necessary journeys, equipment. We should also get information and see if we can find anything about the company. Maybe if there's anyone in town that knows about them, they might know their usual routes. Might give us a little bit of help. So we don't just wander the entire plains.
Well, we have an endpoint and a starting point. That's the most important thing, Cade.
Yeah, it depends on whether they went straight there or did they take a path or one of many passes.
Well, we know where they were heading at least, and
Yeah.
the starting point is at least nice for that.
Yeah.
I'd probably say the Great Plains is somewhere past that waterway next to the west of Sharpton, so we're looking somewhere in there.
So what I was thinking is, if we're all looking at a map, is if we start up here by the area, head down. This is without any further information, and then we cross across the Great Plains and hope we run into them, or some kind of information there. But that's just so much random guesswork, so much to travel that if we could just find any information here, great. If not, once we get our first way across, we could go stop at Sharpton, ask about the company, then head back.
It's a possibility. Or once we get to Torian, if that's like a landing dock for stuff to be picked up and brought over to Alona, then we can ask there as well about like usual routes to get to Sharpton.
Yep. Or company in general.
Yeah. All right, so we need to get a wagon.
Wagon, rations. We need tents. You need sleeping bags.
What?
Yeah. You get your rations.
I think I have plenty of rations. And Flea's actually pretty good. He can find stuff in the woods. Plains. I don't think there's gonna be many woods out here. Cade, you may want some sunblock.
That's 3 gold.
An
Just-
You
umbrella.
want to buy it from me?
Maybe I might take you up on that offer, Miss Gray. Thank you for your generosity.
Oh, you're very welcome. Adding 3 gold.
Yep. I'll subtract it.
FPS 2.
FPS.
20.
Basically
22. Fine.
Basically 2. Alright, so we need to get these things. I guess we'll head out to the docks. Do we just want to wait to get them when we get over to Torian?
Are you seriously doing some shopping right now? Because if so, subtract the price of what it is from the player's handbook, and that's what you got. Done.
No. I was gonna ask because Forrest wouldn't know. Is there a route to take from Elona on a boat to the Torian area?
None of you would know, so you'd have to go ask somebody.
Okay, so we need to go figure that out.
Let's go figure that out and plan from there whether we're buying the wagon here and shipping it on the ship with us, or if we're going to buy it over there in the supplies.
Okay.
Let's go to the docks, everybody.
Ready. So you head on down towards the docks, walking around and smelling the sweet, salty air of this beautiful, beautiful district, hanging out over at Shanty's Rim. And you see that there are sailors and more sailors and more sailors and more sailors. Everywhere you look, there's a sailor. Some of them with tight clothes, some of them with loose clothes, some of them with blue clothes, some of them with white clothes. Sailors for days.
Sounds like a Dr. Seuss book.
Galen's a little distracted right now.
Gray's just gonna go up to the closest one. Hey, we're trying to get to the Torian Arroyo. Is there a ship that we could hire to get out there?
I mean, hi.
Okay, thanks. And she moves to the next one.
Be quick about your money, man.
Does Galen recognize any clients?
That individual. But mostly they only ever hire you to like listen to them and to let them beat the shit out of you. They're kind of socially awkward and unable to relinquish all of that in a healthier manner. So,
hi, we're looking for a route to the Torian Arroyo. Is there like a ship that we could hire?
Yeah. I mean, not really to hire. You're gonna have to get lucky with any ship that plans on making a stopover down there. But I'm pretty sure looks at all of you. None of you look useful at all on a ship, actually. Yeah, you'll have to pay them.
And one of us stares at Cade. Insists on having a wagon. Is that something we need to pick up while we are in that town?
I mean, you're better off picking one up here, but then you're gonna have to pay for storage of it, which could be kind of, yeah.
Which I will not be assisting with.
Wagon?
Well, yeah, you have to pay more for storage. It takes up space, kid. You know, people are working here, you know?
Working here.
What's the price of storage for transportation, ferrying of a wagon over?
I don't fucking know, dude. I'm not a captain. I'm just here doing my job. And you see they're holding like a massive chain wrapped around their arm multiple times that they've been dragging with them.
Where could we find a captain to get this information?
Hey, you see that ship? You see that ship? You see that ship? You see that ship? There's a captain.
Yeah, got it. Go ask the captains of the actual ship, not the one that works on it.
There you go.
I appreciate the help.
Yeah.
Cover this man's jib.
Jesus. All these fucking townies, and he just keeps
I
walking.
really want to cast Magnify Gravity on him.
You dick! Oh, my spine! That's called murder, Forrest.
I said I really want to. I never said I would. I can have these itching sensations, but I don't do anything about it.
Okay, no.
God.
I think that's what Manson said, right?
Cade, you realize that we could just walk, right? And that's going to be the cheaper and easiest option?
Oh, easy in the sense of, like, we don't have to deal with anyone and pay, but harder in the sense of we have to travel that far. It's going to take a longer amount of time. Nothing's wrong with that, but we will have to cross water at some point, go more indirect route.
Yeah.
I don't know my way around here.
And it's a pretty decent-sized plains we would have to walk. if it is on foot, we can expedient the mission by getting a wagon.
Oh, I thought we were discussing just walking or taking a boat.
It's the boat. I agree with. It's
okay,
the
cool.
wagon.
Because we have to get horses too if we get the wagon, which then we'll have to pay for horses to be transported and food
feed
for
them. Yeah.
Is there grass on the plains that I don't know of? There's no grass there.
Unless you plan on letting them graze for 8 hours every day.
We could do it while we sleep. After the journey, we take in between journeys when we take our breaks and let the horses rest, which is still faster movement than on foot. We could let them graze and sleep.
Have you ever owned a horse?
Yes, a few.
How quickly did they die?
They're still alive today.
I don't know how.
Well, treatment.
3
Because-
servants.
Because yes, they will graze on grass while you are, while we're resting, but they also need meat and more than what they can get just from a few hours of eating grass. I can keep them alive in a desert, and you still need more than that. So we will have to pick up a lot of supplies for them.
Yeah, character. I'm pretty sure you don't actually.
You do.
You do?
Yeah, horses eating nothing but grass means they have to eat at least 6 hours a day. Let alone they're burning a fuck ton of calories hauling your asses. And they need sleep too.
Yeah. I'm okay with that, because I just think between their sleep of 8 hours and 6 hours, that still leaves a lot of hours for them to do things. It's still a lot of journey progressed compared to walking.
I mean, it's faster for you all, but you're starving the horses while you do that.
Yeah, that's okay. That's not good then.
Yeah.
What about the goats, the dire goats? Would they be able to do it better than the horses? Because they're dire, thinking.
Nature check, Flea and Gray.
Forrest would have a better idea than I do.
Forrest doesn't know that much about animals, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I see where you're going. I got you now. I'm with you.
Can I give myself guidance on that, or
Of
is
course.
it too late? Okay.
Biologically and stuff like that, maybe, but that's not a reason for nature
13?
stuff. It's-
Okay.
And give me 1 second. Boom.
14. You're still on Whisper Roll. Please toggle that off.
Oh, yep.
All right. So both of you would realize that goats actually are far easier to maintain than horses. Even dire goats, they're still smaller than horses, which means they would need still a nutritious diet, but far less maintenance.
And we wouldn't have to pay almost 100 gold for the 2 horses.
120.
120. Even better.
Yeah.
Thank you. Tira.
So, if we got like a small cart to put like the supplies and eventually the box of gems, and we could
Me.
get like.
But if we're gonna make them work, Tick and Talk should get some extra food and stuff.
Yes.
I forgot
It's
they
not
were
right.
named.
Yes, chicken talk. Goodness gracious. Yes, and so let's go ahead and do that. And it's probably going to cost a lot less to store them and a smaller cart than 2 horses and a very large cart.
Sounds reasonable. And so carts instead of a wagon we can get.
You could get a cart instead of a wagon easily, but you still have to buy brittle, whatever the fuck you call it,
Yeah,
and
brittle
feed
saddle.
for the horses.
Yeah.
Well, they don't need not horses, the goats. They don't need a saddle technically, because they're
That's
not
true.
going to be moving very fast, but they will haul anything. The dire goats have a movement speed of 40. They're faster than all of you, but they're not horse fast.
Okay, and let's see. How much would a cart cost? And let me think of supplies.
Cart's like 45 gold, 10 gold for the other shit. So you're looking at 55 gold just to start.
Okay, I'll pay for that. I'll pay
Okay.
55 brittle, the cart. I'll pay for all that.
Okay.
Um,
And it is a simple cart.
Yeah.
You have about 8 feet by 5 feet cubic space of storage.
okay, there's no rations. How long is this journey going to be? A few weeks? 20 days of rest.
The 10 gold compensated you for, I think I always give 1 month of rations, so 30 days worth of rations for them.
For all of us?
No, for them.
For the goats, okay, perfect.
Yeah. That was just the goats and transportation for that stuff.
It's 55 from... Okay, now how much for food? I wonder. Make check rations price.
Depends what you guys want to pay for rations. I mean, everyone
I'm
else is
fine, I
happy
don't-
spending like 1 gold a ration, right?
I'm good. I don't need anything else.
I'll spend the gold ration.
Okay. However many rations you want to buy, 1 gold to start.
For Cade, I'll buy myself 15 day rations.
Sure.
Nice 15 gold, so I'm up to 70 gold I spent.
Alrighty.
Wait, a gold a ration? That's expensive.
Cade.
Cade.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah.
I also have create food and water, guys.
Oh yeah, you do. But nobody's offering that right now. He's
I'll go with that.
Cade.
Listen, you do realize that I can make food and water, right?
I'll buy them just in case if something happens. You never know in the wild. Now, worse than the worst, it could be emergency food supplies.
Sure.
20 gold. Zero, this is out of character because I want this more of Cade like this. How much would it be for a personal horse?
depends what kind. Do you want a draft horse, a riding horse, or a war horse?
Let me check the price of the war horse because
200.
yeah, that's riding horse.
75.
I'll pay for it.
All right.
What, the 150 gold? Kate doesn't really need to buy other stuff.
While he's purchasing, can Flea and myself go get the ponies, or not the ponies, the
I can talk.
goats? Tick and
Oh,
talk, yeah.
Oh no, you guys were so smart. You brought them with you.
Thank you. Cool. We brought him with
Perfect.
us. Perfect. Yep. There we go.
We had the discussion at the pyramid and
Mhm.
brought the goats.
Oh, yeah. I've been
Perfect.
fighting to take Tick and talk.
It's like
anyways.
5 gold to buy like the brittle, everything else, and like
10 gold. I already told you it was 10.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So now you guys actually have to charter a boat. Who wants to roll the persuasion rolls?
Not me.
Can do it if y'all need.
Aelin and Kate are our captain or co-captains.
And
All right.
they
I'll
get
do-
guidance.
I'll do it.
Perfect.
Guidance on everything.
I'll assist him with this. 17. Yeah, with the guidance.
Whatever for guidance.
D4.
Solid 20.
Alrighty. So dirty 20. You get onto the second ship. The first one, as soon as you step up there, everyone on the crew and the captain are screaming at you, "Get the fuck off our ship! We're about to set sail. Fuck off!" You know, like kicking you out. When they see you come up with a cart and goats, they're like, "Nah, we're not dealing with that." The second vessel you walk onto, you do see that there's about 5 or 6 individuals sloshed out of their fucking minds. Like they're trashed. holding bottles that are mostly empty of rum. And there's one individual who's currently lying inside of a hammock up top. A tiefling male, currently fanning themselves with a ornate fan and drinking some type of orange-colored drink that smells of alcohol.
Hi.
Shh, darling, you have to be more quiet than that.
Hi.
What do you want?
Looks to Galen.
What?
Can we talk together, Galen?
What do you want?
Hello. How are you doing today, sir?
Wonderful.
We want a ship.
We're looking for passage. On a ship.
I'm sorry, but you don't have a 20 persuasion when you walk up and say, "We want your ship." Like that's not persuasion, buddy. That's intimidation. But yeah. You want to charter my ship? Well, I can
Yes.
tell you that you're going to be paying a hefty fee depending on where you're going. Where are you going?
We're planning to go to Arroyo.
The Torian one or one of the others?
Torian. Yes, Torian.
Oh, well, it just so happens we might be heading in that direction. They close the fan and just lay backward, stretching. Their tail wraps around their cup and keeps feeding it to them so they can keep their hands behind their head.
Ray, do you have lesser restoration prepared?
Why? I do not.
I was just gonna say you should just sober him up real quick.
So, if we're going out there, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you. Anyone else, or just the 5 of you? I am supposed to ask, I'm legally obligated, that if any of you are trying to hide and run from the local guards, that you're not permitted to leave via my boat.
No, we have no legal issues right now with the city.
Fantastic.
Luckily, we're leaving on a
Right
ship.
now with the city. Important caveat.
So, is it just the 5 of you? Nothing else? No one else?
The goats in the cart and the
Oh.
horse.
Do you have your own carpenter? You need a carpenter to break down the cart.
Just in case we break down, that's why he's asking.
Well, no. To break it down and store it here.
Oh.
Unless
Well,
you
we
want to
also need
take
one
up a
of them.
lot much more space.
Can I say that I can do it and just put it back together with mending? Because I own carpenter's tools.
There may be an issue, but sure, you can certainly say it.
Yeah, it's me.
I'll help you take it apart, and I have mending as well. So I'll try and remember how everything goes back together.
Fantastic. Well, and I'm assuming horses?
2 goats and a horse.
Goats. Those
Yeah.
dinky little things? Oh, that's no problem.
He doesn't say anything more.
They swing out of the hammock, pick up their glass from their tail, and their tail goes out from the hammock and wraps around as they kind of wander over to the edge of the ship and look over. Those are some pretty big fucking goats.
Oh, yes, they are.
Yes.
Those are for the cart.
We'll consider them horses.
Oh, and the puma.
A what?
Puma. I
You
can
did.
turn him into a goat.
Holy shit. All right, so that's one more. All right, we're looking at about roughly about 4 days travel to get over there. If it's going to be 4 days, then I'm going to have to charge each of you, say, I'll cut you a deal, 15 gold a head. And then we're looking at the goats and the horse. Those are 20 gold a piece. And then the storage of your thing. You know what? Oh, we'll throw that in for another 2 gold.
So how much is that per person?
Well, that's 15 gold a person,
That's
20 gold an animal, and 2 gold for the car.
70 gold a day for the group of people. It's times 4, another 80 gold.
Oh, that was total, sweetheart. 15 gold for the trip. One way.
No. That's 157. Is I believe what you're saying.
3,
Actually,
4,
the-
5. Let me do
Here's
math.
my 15.
5 times 15 is what? 15 times 4 is 60, 75. 20 per animal times 4
80.
is
I'll need to
80.
bring the Puma.
So yeah,
157.
157. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, then don't pay for the Puma.
Okay, I won't.
You can put them in a pocket dimension
No,
or whatever.
he's not familiar.
no, it doesn't work like that.
Oh,
he
he's
can tell.
not.
Stay is the best you can do.
We can send him away and
Oh, 'cause
recast
I-
them the next
Yeah.
day. when we leave.
Yeah, this is
Oh,
a
gotcha.
steed.
Okay.
Yeah.
Call me a noble steed.
Oh, I forget.
I don't even know what that is.
The entire trip, what's the total price this out of character goes? Math
157
157.
total.
Okay.
Paying for
1,
that
2,
or
3,
I
4, 5.
will pay 72 gold. I'll put up for full price.
Okay.
That's literally out of character all the gold Kate has on this thing.
So that's 83 left divided by 4. So that's 20, and then
um
3 gold left.
Yeah, out of character Kate's putting up all the gold he owns.
It's 21 gold for all of us.
No
besides
change.
Kate.
Yeah,
I
Flea.
looked down at my 15 gold.
Oh, I got Flea.
How much do you need?
Keep it, brother. I got you.
Thank you,
I
brother.
give him 44 gold.
And everybody removes their 21.
Yep, and that'll be enough right there.
Galen, you included.
I got mine paid.
21, sure.
Alrighty. Fantastic. We'll be leaving at what time is it? Like 10 a.m.
9 in the morning.
I think it's like 2 o'clock,
Shit.
3 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh great, we'll leave tomorrow then.
Perfect.
No, I think he's mistaken. My brother's not the best with time. It's pretty early in the day.
We'll leave at noon.
Perfect.
Get your things on the ship. Pick a spot downstairs. It's all yours. Hey!
I'm gonna.
He throws a dagger that like stabs right next to the head of someone who's lying down, who just like jolts up. Help them get sorted. We're gonna be leaving soon. A halfling walks over and starts taking your guys' bags.
No, it's fine. I'll hold my own. Thank you.
And like Gray's just like, I don't understand what this is.
Well, do you want me to
I'll
help you
take-
get on the ship or not?
You can help with the goats.
Those are some big fucking goats.
Come on, Tick. Come on, Talk. Let's go.
And they just walk off the plank. You have a druid, guys. Like,
Galen, you got the cart, right? Sure, you can carry it up by yourself.
well, you have to deconstruct it first.
Yeah.
Going at it with the hand axe. Nope, just joking. We're going in with the carpenter's tools.
I'm gonna help.
Technically, for mending. No, I'm kidding. You have to leave the nails in and break the boards.
I'll help Gray.
You are not proficient in carpenter's tools, correct? You just have them.
I just have them.
All right, roll me an intelligence check.
Why do you do this to me? Okay.
You are
Not
being
bad.
helped by Forrest, so go ahead and roll again.
No, that was the help.
So, by helping Forrest, you kind of like sit on top of a barrel and you just go 6 nails, 5 nails, 3 nails, another 6 nails. No, I said 3 nails. Yep, 3 nails. Nope, that's only 5. You dropped 1.
Don't worry, I'm making a booklet. Everything will be numbered, and then you just put things where the number goes.
Oh no, he's inventing IKEA.
You have your own mallet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
We don't give you a mallet. But anyways, yeah, you keep track, and you deconstruct it fairly well. Constructing it back, Forrest, do you have that feat yet? The annoying one?
Keen mind?
Yeah.
No, I don't have keen mind.
Okay, it's going to be a bitch to put back together. Mending's
Okay.
not. It's. Yeah.
No.
While they're doing that, I'm going to go explore the ship.
Alrighty. Flea, you run up onto the ship and you look up. This appears to be a fairly sizable vessel. One of those. What's the name of the larger ones with the bigger hulls? Galleon. Appears to be one of those galleons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's a pretty big boat you all chartered. Down below deck, there appears to be numerous incredibly large crates, all of which are tied with rope to keep them stationary, and with the ropes, they go up and they latch onto the banisters all around in case they shift. They don't shift too very far, while still having a little bit of leanway. Aside from that, you see where they're bringing your horses and goats. They're literally bringing them down here and tying them to one of the corners, and propping open a window, and that's what they're getting. Down past the goats, there's a little area where the halfling pulls out a bucket of paint and draws boxes. Each one roughly about 4 feet by 7 feet. They'll give you. And then after that, they'll come over towards you and go, all right, those are your rooms. And then, heads upstairs and goes, wait, do you guys have hammocks?
Dude.
You do? Yeah.
I got a tent. I could try to finagle into a hammock.
Your tent won't fit in your space. That's your space.
No, I could finagle it into a hammock. Use the...
You do you, buddy.
If you had the cheat from the inn, like I wanted to take originally, you could turn that into a hammock.
Oh, 10,000 count bread.
Breaks.
I'm going to attempt to sneak off and go find the captain's
All right,
quarters.
roll me a stealth. You sneak off and you start running around. Have you ever been on a boat before?
Actually, I have.
Okay.
I bet I should-
Flea, not Scrum.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Oh yeah, you have to get here.
Yeah, we had to go.
Okay.
Probably
You
a
go to the
fairly
place
large
where the
one.
captain's quarters is supposed to be, and as you get over there, you see that there's a drunk just passed out on the door itself.
There needs to be a mass lesser restoration.
It's called Paladin. Remove
So he's
poison,
asleep
remove
on the
poison,
door.
remove poison. They're lying against the door, passed out.
Okay, I'm just gonna take note of. Does he have any? What is he wearing? What does he have on him?
Half orc wearing insert generic pirate garb number 3.
Higar.
Yeah. Everyone else is up top. They look like, sailors, but this person's wearing flashy ribbons and shit like that they kind of pulled together. Kind of dirty, a little smelly, but not the worst you've experienced, Forrest. Yeah. Some of your experiments really stink, dude.
That is true, yeah.
You work with guano.
Well,
If he has a ribbon, one of his ribbons or something like that, I'm just gonna attempt to take it off.
All right, roll me sleight of hand.
Remember you have those thieving gloves?
Yeah, you do. 28.
Sorry, that was really loud.
You find one like it's like an ascot tied around their neck, and you quickly untie it and take it off, and like prop their head a little bit, peel it up, put it back. No pink bow tie.
And then I'm just gonna go back to everyone else. I figured out where the captain's quarters is.
And they said he wore a ribbon.
So
Uh,
you, yep.
Yep.
Sarah, have we broken down the cart?
Logger, thank you for the 100 biddies. Appreciate you. So yeah, you bring the cart all down here. You load it up on the vessel, and all of this is taking you guys roughly about an hour and a half or so. At which point you start noticing some of the crew are beginning to move, and that same tiefling individual is now carrying a cup of something steaming with their tail as they sip from it, and it's like piping hot. Oh.
Sweet.
So I didn't dream about
so-
that. You guys
so
are really
you-
here.
Yeah, and you're paid, and
They look down at their coin purse. That I am. Great. Where are we going?
the Torian Arroyo.
Preferably the eastern docking portion where supplies come in. From, say, Sharpton?
That can be whenever.
Yep.
True.
Sharpton. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go. Should only take us about 4 days or so to get there. I'm first mate, matey.
Okay, matey. What's the name of this ship?
Oh, the Long John. Mm-hmm.
John.
They take another deep sip of their steaming hot beverage. Gray, you recognize the beverage. That's coffee. Something that your people are really fucking good at making. And something that also is not very commonly found out here in Alona ever. Like, coffee shops aren't really a thing. Like, they just don't get the beans. It's too difficult to really get them.
You have a supplier for coffee?
Oh, is that what this is? Oh, I like it.
Yes.
It's speedy juice. That's what we've been calling it.
It's
Yeah. You want some? The tail like moves it over towards you.
oh yes, it's been years, and she just takes a sip.
It is 3/4 cream, or sorry, milk.
Who's your supplier?
Supplier? Not really. We found it, you see. We find lots of things. And sometimes we get to keep what we want, and yeah. It's a fantastic way to live, isn't it? And they will take the cup back from you with their tail and just...
How did you prepare that?
Cade, you did not get coffee, you got hot bean juice. Which is, really low tier, like Folgers style of coffee that's been watered down way too many times. Nowhere near as good as Gamer Beans coffee, by the way, in case anybody was wondering.
Sorry.
So, do you mind if I show you a traditional way of making coffee?
I mean, sure, we are getting a little low on it. We're down to like 10 pounds?
That's a little low for what you found out this far west?
Well, yeah. Here, let me show you. Just walk. They walk with you roughly about 60 feet or so away from where all of you are sleeping. And, gestures at the crate. This one. They pry open the crate real quick, and you see inside are these massive burlap sacks previously filled with coffee beans. Now there's one sack that has a good amount in it.
Okay. And so she'll open it and prepare and start doing like a Turkish coffee kind of
Ooh.
situation.
Do you have like a, or would you like to buy a Turkish coffee brewer? You need the heated coils for the sand and all of that jazz.
That's true.
You could buy one. This far out, it's going to run you like 15 gold. No, 10 gold.
10, sure.
Okay. All right. Oh, wait. You're not using that many beans.
It doesn't require that many.
Really?
Here. And then after preparing.
And it is like near boiling temperature still, and they immediately sip from it. Oh. Oh, that's good. Needs a little milk. Anyways, we're going to be setting sail here in about 15 minutes or so. Just as a heads up, nobody bother the captain. You'll be bothering me instead. The captain likes their beauty sleep, so we just give them that as best as we can. I'm sure you all understand.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful. It'll take us 4 days to get there. You're in charge of feeding and drinking for yourselves and your own animals, as well as cleaning up after them. I would prefer that you all, stay to your quarters. Don't go rummaging around. But if you need to stretch your legs, just head on upstairs and walk along the deck whenever it's necessary. Don't worry. If something scary comes along, this galleon is quite fast, and we will run the fuck away.
Perfect.
Fantastic. Well, all of you, welcome aboard the Long John, and hope you enjoy.
I'm gonna Can I look through the stuff that's been sent, like the boxes and stuff, with our family's background in shipping and goods? If I can recognize anything, like insignias of like companies, or like if these were maybe stolen or acquired.
Roll me an insight check.
An insight, okay.
Guidance.
9. Roll your d4. 12. These stolen is a strong term.
I rephrased instead of acquired.
Yeah. These were acquired through non-traditional means. The different names of companies, the different state of being for many of them. You get the sense that this group is either A, scavengers, which is, whenever a ship goes down, go out there and pick up that shit and get it. Or B, they are pirates. One or the other. Gray, you also notice that Fleece slipping something in Galen's bag.
Interesting. Did I see what it was?
That you did not.
Just something. Okay.
Yep.
It's all the mousy man just slipping his fingers out.
Sure. As soon as we get away from the dock, Gray is gonna find the nearest corner, and it's just kind of there's too much water, so I'm just gonna hide from it.
On a hammock. Hammocks do help, less swaying technically.
Yep, it's not the movement of the ship, it's the fact that there's just so much water.
Oh. Aquaphobia.
Be like, what do people do with this much water?
Drink.
It's not right. This isn't right.
This is Brock water, so you can drink it. Technically.
Would not recommend drinking brackish water.
But you can.
You can.
It doesn't read, I kill you. Yes.
I'm gonna go check out the crow's nest and see if there's
Alright.
anyone up there.
I'll go up with Flea to the top.
Alrighty. Both of you, I need an acrobatics or athletics check to climb up there.
Oh, I'm not going up to the crow's nest. I'm going up to the top of the ship. I'm just gonna stand down there and watch.
Come on.
Alright, go ahead. 8. You climb up about 15 feet or so and then slip, and your foot's stuck in the netting as you're upside down, staring directly at Forrest.
I'm just gonna hang out there for a couple seconds.
Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, it's a nice view. I like
Mhm.
looking at everything.
It's an interesting perspective.
Hey, you guys good? That same halfling
Perfect.
from earlier walks by.
Just stretching, helping the old back.
It's really good to, allow your back to naturally stretch from gravity in the opposite direction.
Power to you, youngin', he says in halfling.
I just stare at him.
I understand him.
He just keeps walking by, and as you're up here, you do notice that the crew has all, kicked into gear. They're starting to get unanchored. They're starting to, push away from the docks and opening up their sails for a bit more momentum to get the hell away from here. And as they've been doing that, Matey seems to be, leaning against the main mast, just looking out at the waters, and looks back at the two of you, and then back to the waters, and then back to the two of you.
I'll try to get out.
He wanders over and watches as you're...
I'm gonna send Munin to the top of the crow's nest. Have him just chill out up there.
Alrighty. As it flies up there, you do hear somebody go, "What the fuck?" I assume a 13 hits.
Oh, damn, just barely. Yeah, that does hit. Yep.
So as it flies up there, you heard the "what the fuck?" followed by an explosion, and all that's left of Munin is feathers. And you see... You see, leaning over the ledge appears to be a gnomish individual looking directly down and around did I get it? I think you got something there. Takes another sip of the coffee.
Flea just hears just this hyperventilating inside of the mask. Just
Matey
Let's go for a
throws
walk.
their...
Let's go to the front of the ship.
Matey puts their arm over your shoulders, Forrest. Well, you're spooked, Spooky, and that's not really a good thing to do.
No, he was even up there.
Spooky?
Yeah, and he easily gets spooked.
Well, yeah, why do you think we put him up there?
Yeah, I guess.
Scared of everything. We know if it's coming. Oh, don't worry.
What do you...
We can get you a new bird.
That's not how that works. It's...
Well,
not
it's
how that
a
works.
trained bird. It's easy. There's plenty of people who sell them around.
I don't want a trained bird. He's trained enough.
Oh. My apologies.
He'll be back
I'll
tomorrow.
take a bird.
It's fine.
You'll take a bird?
Yeah,
Sure
feel free.
thing, little guy. Oh, no. I have to get you in contact with the right person. See if they can do it for you.
The right trader.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Right, takes a moment and looks out over the water, and it's just visibly
Parrot for
disturbed.
Flea. I do kind of want to get a parrot for Flea.
Matey, why doesn't your captain come out here at all?
Oh, they do. They just prefer running things at night. More suitable for them. I handle the day shift. They handle the night shift.
Interesting.
Oh, so they're like a night owl type person thing.
They pat you on your head and help you get your leg unstuck.
Well, thank you. Should we go to the head?
Sure.
The front of the ship? Yeah.
The helm. The head's back that way. Points at a pissing bucket.
Funny.
One of the few charms that I have. Sure, let's go up to the helm. Have any of you sailed across the open waters before? Well,
Do I look like
Open.
I have?
Well, I don't know. You look like you've seen some shit.
Well, tell us all about it, and you can show us how
I don't really know anything about boats. It'd be cool to experience something.
Oh, well, they are a glorious, glorious tool. For mass transportation, of course. For exploration, nothing rivals it quite that much. And, of course, for freedom. There's nothing more freeing than being able to go where you please, how you please, and just do your own thing, right?
That's what camels
Take
are
what you
for.
want and
Well, take what
Enjoy.
you need, right? Salvage what you want.
So is that what the Long John's in the business of salvage?
More or less, yeah.
Oh, nice.
Not to brag too much, but we're 14th on the pier for earnings on the year. Yeah.
Is that just within this area or out on between the continents?
Adelona. And Alona only has 16 companies.
It's quite notable.
That's what I say. And you know what else? We've only had 3 deaths in our company's history. Not
How
bad.
long has the company been around?
A year and some change.
That's still pretty good, though. Considering.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
We do a fantastic job. Just some of the other groups get upset with us because they're like, hey, we're transporting valuable and dangerous goods. And we're like, no thanks, buddy. And then once they go out, we follow them outwards. And, well, long and behold, they get attacked and we scare away the attackers and then we get to salvage them. It's great. Great business.
Sounds like a great business. I like it.
It's a good model. Don't have to hurt anybody who doesn't deserve it. And, well, we get to reap the rewards of idiots. Not that any of you are idiots by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm going to insight that.
Well, most of us are pretty smart in this group.
Go for it.
Debatable, Flea.
15.
Some of
Gray,
us.
you're not sure where it is, but they've already got one over on you, and they know it.
I had to guess. It's probably the price. They probably scalped the fuck out of us in that price.
For 4 days of travel? No.
Yeah, but Cade wouldn't know that.
Gray is too busy being pressed against whatever is solid on top of the deck.
Great,
Just-
we can always just tie you down to the mast.
Oh, that actually
That's
incites a lot
worse.
more panic.
That's a lot worse.
You're right about that. You don't want them to panic too terribly much. You just want them to get adjusted to the climate. Here, young lady, try this. They pull out a flask and hand it to you.
Takes us the sip.
It has a little bit of a fiery burn to it. It's nice.
Whiskey?
Let's call it a family tradition.
Much appreciated. Thank you. I've lived in Alona for a while. This is the first time on the water.
Oh. So you went the long way to get here.
I walked.
Right. Because the only real way to do that where you came from is out here. Oh, wait. Yeah, you have to go over small streams, but yeah, not open waters. But you'd pretty much have to go over, Wyvern's Nest all the way down, all the way up.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
The fuck? There's so much water everywhere I fucking go. It's But yes, pace yourself, though, with that. It's a little stronger than some people may think.
I appreciate it.
Yes, of course. It is our job to make sure we are as hospitable, within reason, to all of you. Right. Now, if we could find the carcass of that bird, we could eat that.
Good luck finding it. You can try though.
Hey, Boom Boom. What? Find the bird you shot.
Luck with that.
There you
I
go.
thought his name was Spooky.
I like nicknames, they're fun.
Probably a pet name.
No, the pet name was Munin.
Gray, did you take a few more swigs from it? Okay,
Like
you're
one or
feeling loose.
two.
You're feeling loose. Like, you're relaxing already.
Okay. Is this like the sand? Very empty.
Except you can't drown it. Well, I guess you can drown in certain sand.
Quicksand, right? I read a
Be
book
buried
once.
by it.
Oh, look at you.
I know.
And knowledgeable.
I mean, you can only do certain things by trade. Others you have to do recreationally. But regardless, I think this is a beautiful moment. Let me introduce you to the rest of the crew. You already met Spooky, as
Hiya,
well.
Boom Boom.
Yep, Boom Boom is what I call him. Keeps going. He's not a fan of most people. I'm Matey, of course, the first mate. That is Glip. Points over at a elven individual. Looks fairly young for an elf as well, who's currently, like, you know, manning the side of the ship, making sure everything is, like, stable, checking it, making sure everything's good. That is Dusha. They point over at a other individual who looks over at all of you, and you're not sure how you didn't notice before, but they have a live chicken. Well, it was alive until just now, where they whack. They seem to be cooking dinner.
I'm sorry, my first thought was like, could I hit it with Spare the Dying?
Oh no.
Just to freak out the crew.
It's dead. You need revivify.
And I'm not wasting the diamond on a chicken.
What the meme?
I mean, it's tempting. It's real tempting, but no.
Down below deck, you'll find our munitions expert, Monty. Monty's a wonderful little lad. And if you end up wandering over towards the high crew quarters, which you probably shouldn't do, you would come across Dinnan, large orcish fellow. He's in charge of watching the captain while they sleep. And everybody else, you might as well just call NPC, because they don't matter.
They'd probably be the first ones to go if anything attacked the ship, huh?
I make sure every single one of them is wearing red.
Perfect. And brown pants.
That's a good suggestion. Hey, Spook, you gotta start wearing brown pants.
Or learn prestidigitation.
Speaking of that, I'm actually going to be casting Minor Illusion when we walk by the mast, that wherever he is, and just making the noise of, like, something scratching on the wood.
Okay.
Like bird claws scratching on the wood.
They freak out. Ah! Throw their hands up, and you watch as a boom, explosion goes off from it.
I think my bird might be haunting him.
Oh, that is wonderful. Get fucked! And just keeps walking.
Fuck noob.
There's another few sips.
At this point, he will take it back. That should be enough for you. Give me a con save.
Where did it go? Did I close it out?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
All right, I'll roll.
There we go. Con save.
Dirty 20. You're feeling pretty litty right now. Yeah. Not bad,
So
just
are we?
grooving.
Okay. I can get done with this water thing.
Say anything were to happen when we are eventually in the deeper portions of the water, what are the likelihood of something actually happening?
Oh, I'd say out of 20, maybe
50%.
a little more than that, 55.
Not bad.
Yeah. You know. And of course, we can try to outrun them. We can shoot it. We can parlay if it's a group of pirates. We do have a handful of pirates in the area. Are all of you capable of defending yourselves?
Oh no, I cannot do those sort of things.
Oh, that's
He's
really
our leader,
inconvenient.
and I point to Cade.
Who I imagine is like polishing their boot right now below deck.
I'm just with the horse right now. It's like,
Oh, polishing the hooves.
yeah.
Excuse
My
me.
The
brand new
horseshoes.
car.
The horseshoes.
Fearless, of course.
He just sees him pointing at him. It's just like gives a thumbs up.
He'll do it. Yeah.
He'll defend you.
I just work with numbers.
Work with numbers. Oh, are you an accountant?
I'm pretty good with math.
Do any of you understand thieves' cant?
Did you? Oh, you didn't drop it. Okay.
I didn't because
I know we were
went the
talking
other
about
route.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, we went the other route though.
A shame.
If I cast comprehend languages, would I understand thieves can't?
No.
Good.
So none of you understand what they just said. Okay.
No.
No.
I'm just gonna stare at him blankly.
Wonderful. Anyways, dinner should be served at roughly when it's done. We're having some mashed potatoes, and you hear up deck clunk chicken pieces. Hope you all enjoy. And they just wander away. So, on this note, we are going to go ahead and take our break, everybody, and we will be right back.